There you go.
How's it going, people? Welcome to Pacific Hackers yet again.
All right, so another month and
How about now?
can you hear me? Yeah.
There we go.
All right, awesome, cool. So again, welcome everyone to the this month's meeting, meetup. We're happy to have you here in person, and I think we have like 25 people in online. So thank you for the ones over there. And well, so there has been a lot of things happening throughout the month, and we're gonna discuss that. But first, I just want to mention, so I think I see a lot of new faces. John, I met you. What is your name?
Ivan.
Ivan. What about you?
Michael.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm a student of.
Oh, okay. Awesome, Andrea. Roman.
Yes.
Lenin is here, and then he brought his girlfriend. So welcome. And so yeah, so for the ones who don't know, this is the meetup, Pacific Hackers Meetup. We meet every month. We start meeting here back in December of last year, and they've been very generous to us to sponsor, the place so we can gather. We used to do it at the Martin Luther King Library in downtown San Jose, but due to COVID and restrictions and politics, we can go back there. But they were very generous to sponsor this place. So I want to thank Maker Nexus, to sponsor the place. And so we're going to continue being here, throughout the year, unless something changes. We'll notify it through the meetup page. Welcome.
Whoa.
Hi, how are you? I just find a space and have a seat. So yeah, so so besides the meetup, we also have a side thing going on, and we actually became a nonprofit 501c3 nonprofit organization, and it's called Pacific Hackers Association. And basically, we're taking this to the next level because it's good that we gather and we share ideas and stuff like that, but it's also the time to reach out to other people and stuff like that. Hey man, how are you? Have a seat. So yeah, so that's our main purpose is basically, we welcome everyone. We try to help, the ones in need, right? So we try to help veterans and underrepresented communities, to get into this field. And, so since we're starting, we launched this back in August of last year. Since this is very new, not, we don't have a lot of members yet, but so far we have a successful success story, and it's actually on our YouTube channel. We're gonna promote it in the next few weeks, but there's a few ways you can help us. Obviously, we have I don't know if you can scroll to the right, actually to the left. No,
Left?
yeah, keep going. We have to fix that, but there's a donate button. I know it's hiding, and that's probably why we haven't get any donations, right? Because it's not into it, right? So, anyways, we have a donate button where you can actually help, monetary. But then also, there's other ways you can help us, right? So obviously, students, we're not expecting you to pay, and this, by the way, we're not going to charge you or anything like that. But the way you can, help us is by spreading the word. If you know someone who wants to get into the field, regardless of, honestly, the race, doesn't matter where you came from or anything, your status, just send it our way. We're going to take them to the level of eventually they're going to get a job in cybersecurity. That's our goal, right? So, so one way is obviously donate with money, to spread the word, and tell your company. So you're already working for a company and they have a donation match or something like that. You can do it that way. Where you can donate something, they match it and stuff like that. So I mean, again, there's many ways you can do it, or just any type of donation, equipment, anything like that. we always welcome that as well. So again, want to throw that in there so you know who we are, what we're trying to achieve, and where we're going, right? So that's for that. And then so let's go ahead and click on the this. Yeah. So Alan, it was very generous to share a link on the Meetup comments. And if you haven't, just go to meetup.com Pacific Hackers, and you will see the comment there. So Alan, mentioned something that I think we should talk about, and it's about the Conti, the Conti group, right? So I think this has opened the eyes for everybody at all levels, because I think from the higher up perspective, I think they see us security people as they're lunatics. They just want money. They just want this and that, but there's actually no cybercrime out there, or it's not going to happen to me, or only big corporations are in danger, small corporate, small businesses are not. And that's not true. And the Conti leaks prove us that, this is an organization that is very well organized. There's documentation to do the exploits and stuff like that. It's very well written, even better than, like some schools that they have actually like education, stuff like that. They doesn't even show how powerful they can be in terms of making the, an negative impact to companies, right? So again, I will recommend you to read this article, which is, again, it's posted. Actually, I don't know if you can post it in the chat here. But yeah, so so if you haven't read about it, go ahead and read it. And also look for Brian Krebs. And he has, I think, I don't remember if he made part two or part three on his article about it. But basically, he went over every single thing that it was disclosed. And you will be surprised, and you'll be like, wow, really? They're that bad? So if you don't know what Conti was, again, it was a Russian group. When the Russia invaded Ukraine, one of the members was Ukrainian. I'm just giving you the summary in a nutshell. One Ukrainian member was against that, so he disgruntledly decided to steal all the information and publish it, to the world. And that, that was a big eye opener, because again, we can see how powerful they are and how much impact they were able to do. So again, if you haven't read it, my advice is to go ahead and read it. It's awesome. So yeah. So with that, what we have next?
We have a 15-minute presentation.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna have a 15-minute presentation on how to Google better. And then, so today, let's put it this way. We have a lot of good information today. So we're gonna have Irving, one of our own, Irving, giving a presentation on network analysis using Wireshark. We also have the, I believe, the Google Dorking, right? And then also we have the light talk about how to Google better, which I think, I don't know how much different it is, but the floor is yours. So welcome. And again, for the ones that made it here, thank you so much for coming. Things are opening more, so, but still be safe, follow the procedures and everything. And yeah, we'll get that going. So
What Zoom username are you?
Oh, I don't know this.
Come here.
All right, the floor is yours, guys.
Hey, you are on Zoom. You are. Oh, you just said hi. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm gonna make you co-host. Oh, can you make the one that's just the one that starts with 09? Can you make that co-host, please? There you go. So now you should be able to share screen. Yeah. There. And you can share whatever you want to share.
Was it
Oh, have you not shared screen before?
Oh, I think I haven't shared screen on this. Right.
You have to rejoin the meeting then.
Okay.
What you need to do?
Uh,
You just hit that, reopen, rejoin Zoom.
okay.
You know, as always, technical difficulties.
What's the meeting ID?
The meeting ID. Where's the meeting ID? 936
Mhm.
805 17665. Did you get it? Did you get it?
Yeah, 0, 0.
Boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
Okay, can you make this person a co-host, please? The one that starts with 09.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, nope. I had to rejoin the Zoom meeting.
Oh,
There you go.
Thank you.
Now you can share that specific thing.
Okay.
And
That's kind of it.
sure. Oh. Move this over. There you go. We see you.
Cool. Let's see. How do I? Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. Hey, everyone.
We see something different.
yeah, I think you have to run top and do switch. Screen.
Sorry, I never really used it. Wasn't like techniques.
Here's your presentation.
So I'm in presentation mode.
Do you have notes?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, how does this work then? Who was doing here?
Can I share the link with you?
Yeah, we got it.
I mean, that works. Yeah, but he has notes.
Okay.
I'll try to figure it out.
Okay.
Anyway. Hey everyone, thanks for having me. First time here. Hello. Today I'm going to talk about how to Google better. It's mostly aimed for people who are starting in cybersecurity like myself. Not really for like, I guess it's for everyone. Yeah. So how to find answers fast. So a little bit about me. My name is Warren. Background, I'm an alumni from 42 Silicon Valley. It's a software engineering school. It's basically project-based. There's no hand-holding. It's self-paced, open 24/7. But the school shut down last year, end of last year.
Mhm.
Don't know why.
Yeah, the desktop switch.
Yeah, I know. He can keep going.
I have experience as a Python backend engineer, a little bit for Android mobile dev and Flutter engineer for a few startups, but nothing like too major, just like very like junior / internship type of thing, volunteer work. Currently doing some IT work. I'm studying for software engineering and IT, and I'm taking Irvin's course on Security Plus. So what are we going to talk about? Tips and tricks on Googling better. So what is Googling? I can't see my notes, so I will try to remember stuff.
Recording in progress.
Oh, is there somebody's mic connected?
Probably, yes. Are yours?
Yeah, is yours in?
Let's see. No, I
No.
haven't joined the audio.
Hold on.
You're gonna leave the meeting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Because Zoom is such a wonderful tool. Oh, yeah, just you make me a co-host in a sec. Oh, wait, that's one.
It sure is.
Yeah,
Okay, it's fine. Everyone sees my notes. No big deal. So what is Googling? So it's searching for information about someone or something on the internet using the search engine Google. Oops, sorry. Via google.com. So how does Google search work? So Google engine crawls and indexes websites, and they serve various results depending on your profile, unless you use like an anonymous profile. It's like not as personalized to your account. So crawling is when Google searches the web with automated programs called crawlers, and they're looking for pages that are new or updated on the web. And Google stores these URLs in a big list or database or several, so you can look at them later. There are many ways to look at these. There are many ways to crawl, but how do you do it is kind of like secret. And the way they crawl is they go, I should probably send like some code to this URLs, and then they go within each URL that's inside of this URL, and then they collect all the information on that web page, links, content, all the text, and whatever's on there. They store it, and then they make this like huge graph, or like, and just add it to like their databases. And then what they do is they index all this information, and they try to analyze what each page is about. They analyze everything, try to understand it, and the information stored is in something called a Google index. And they serve other results when everyday people like you and I, or whoever uses their search engine. So when and where? So nowadays, there's a lot of devices, right? Like everyone has like a laptop, cell phone, smartwatch, smart TV, etc. And most IoT devices come with a browser built in. And if not, it's there's also some way where it connects to the web. So why should we Google better? So it's to save you time and save you effort, actually. So how this came about was the other day, I was helping a classmate in our Security Plus class on a quiz, and I was working with my classmate, John, and I noticed the Googling for the answer was very like apps.com style, if anyone remembers that. Apps.com was this different search engine a couple years earlier than Google, where you just ask a question and it would try to find answers for you based on your question. But Ask.com was very hit or miss because early days of search. It is what it is. I think they're kind of still alive for some reason. Not sure. Let's see. So present day, there are like tons and tons of search engines like Bing, DuckDuckGo, Yahoo. But today I'm only kind of mainly focused on Google. So the way Google works, less is more. You're using their database of indexed and crawl website information to find the top results or the best results their machine learning, AI, and algorithms think are relevant to you and based on other people's similar searches. But the way you search and how you search really affects your results. So a quick example is like, let's say you're going for a job interview. You go in, you can talk about your entire life, but it's gonna take a long time. A better way would just to be giving a summary, a 30-second elevator pitch about yourself. So you're like clear, concise, to the point, and if you need more information to if you need to give out more information, you can just add more, and that's more efficient than like just saying about your entire life, etc. Okay, so I have 7 main tips on how to Google better. So definitely keep it simple. Narrow down your keywords and be very specific. Use important words only. Be as descriptive as you can in few words, because Google search uses keywords mostly to search the thing you're looking for. And if you're looking for like a PDF, image, video, or some type of file, it could be a username or password, for educational purposes, and maybe a web page or someone's email, etc. Number 2, you should gradually add search terms. So I'll have an example later, and I can explain that a little better. But definitely less is more. The third one, sometimes when you arrange your search terms in a different order, it affects your search results. So I recommend playing around with your search order. I personally haven't had too much trouble with this, but I was reading on the articles for this presentation that sometimes it actually does. The fourth one, don't include your answer in your search. Let's see how to explain this. So you kind of know what you're looking for, but you're not looking for something about that exact thing. It can kind of throw off the search engine. I don't have the example for this right now, but it's kind of like redundant in a way. I do apologize. This is a very rushed presentation. 5, you can actually exclude sites, words, and etc. in your search with a minus sign. So when you're searching for something, you put, let's say, Pacific Hackers Warren. But you don't want to search for Warren, you put the minus sign in my name, and you could exclude topics like that from your search. So it's kind of like full. 6, so Google search, as everyone has hopefully done, you go to google.com, and you're searching for stuff. There's certain tabs they have there that are like images, videos, shopping, textbooks, and etc. So everything's already pre-categorized, so you don't really have to search as hard, and you might get better results. And 7, there's an advanced search feature where you can change different constraints and use their like range of filters, like time, in URL, in title. It's just little like bells and whistles that comes with the search engine for you to refine your search, and it saves you a lot of time, but it does take a lot of practice. And some of them I didn't know, I'll mention also later. One cool thing you can actually do, I didn't know this, you can view public webcams that are out there. It's kind of interesting what you can do with Google. Okay, next. Okay, I'll briefly mention this because the presentation isn't focused on Google Dorking, but it's more like Googling in general. So Google Dorking is a hacking technique that makes use of Google's advanced search services to locate valuable data or hard to find content. It's also known as Google hacking. You can find a whole bunch of Google search, bunch of stuff at Google search. Let's say you're in cybersecurity and you want to find things like usernames, passwords, emails, numbers, files, servers, and databases, SSH keys, API keys, environment variables, and etc. If someone's put it out there, it's probably out there. So we hear a lot about all these cybersecurity hacks from different groups, from like big companies, small companies, it goes into the news. And it's because someone misconfigured their the API keys, right? They put it into their GitHub, or they put their passwords in like a plain text file. We can just read passwords 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or they don't change their passwords. Things can be looked up. Things are available to the public. My recommendation is definitely try to limit what you put out there, and definitely be more wary about the information you shared, and learn cybersecurity best practices. How much time?
Couple minutes.
Couple minutes. Okay. I'm gonna try to do a live demo, but because it's live, no guarantees how good the results will be. Yeah. So my first example that I encountered a couple days ago was trying to figure out what Pacific Hackers was, because this is the first time I've ever been here and ever heard of Pacific Hackers, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was like a media group, an online group, maybe like club or something. So I was searching, and then I went to some really weird websites. It wasn't this location; it was some other place. But I'll search, and we'll see what the results show. But because we're on this profile tab, I'm going to go incognito, so my searches aren't personalized to my profile, but more of like a general person to make it more inclusive to everyone's general search. So let's go to google.com. And to reiterate from what I mentioned earlier, I was working with my classmate, John. We were trying to figure out this quiz, but then we didn't know how to Google super efficiently. It does take a lot of practice. And then things I was encountering with my classmate, and also on my search for Pacific Hackers, was we use like very broad searching techniques. So like, what is Pacific Hackers? Oh crap, it has my, okay, I already visited it. I don't know why my incognito showed me the visit pages. So right away, because we already know the topic we're looking for, we were able to find the Pacific Hackers website. And actually don't know if pacifichackers.org and phack is the same thing. Let's find out, because I have not clicked on these yet. Okay, so
A comment. So one is the nonprofit, and the other one is the page for the conference.
okay.
Two different ones. So.
But the same place.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. So like I looked it up the other day, and I was like, what?
A good
Yeah.
question, though. Good
Yeah,
question.
so that it kind of throws off your searches. Yeah, let's take a quick look at it. So this Pacific Hackers Association, like I mentioned, the nonprofit. Yes, and for me personally, coming here to this meetup, like, oh, is this what I'm looking for? So I kept searching. So let's go back to the browser, and enter search engine. And the next one says phacks. So what is phacks.org? Let me click this. Oh, it looks very similar to the last one. And it was talking about like summer camp and some other things. And it hasn't been updated since last year. So I was looking around on all these like different web links and tabs, like schedule, to figure out like, oh, is this gonna be in person or something for tomorrow's presentation? And I looked here, there's things from 2019. I was like, is this correct? So I went back and I searched up I remember seeing Irvin's Discord channel mentioning about something about Meetup. I'm like, okay. To go back on what I mentioned earlier, I think it was gradually add terms to make your search more defined. So I can look up Pacific Hackers Meetup. And the first result is meetup.com Pacific Hackers. And I was like, okay, what is this? Maybe this is a different result. And I found here. And I was looking through the webpage and I wasn't really sure if this was the one, but I remember everyone telling me tomorrow or today, 26th Saturday, 1 p.m. So I clicked this one and I scrolled down and I saw Irvin's name on there. And I was like, okay, this is probably it. I signed up for the meetup and here we are. Yeah. Let's see. How long am I doing?
It's 42, so a minute or so. A minute or so.
Okay. Okay, quickly, I'm going to mention the fun things you can do with Googling or / Google Dorking. Some things that I kind of do, but also didn't know about. So you can do pronunciations. You can search like how to pronounce this word, and it'll have like a speaker icon where you can click it and it'll like sound out the words for you, which is pretty cool. You can look up definitions. You can do something called reverse image search. It's really good in like cybersecurity, or you just want to find like the origin of the image, or if the image is real, or whatever use case is. You like drag and drop your image, or you upload it, and Google search will find very similar results. Or you can use it to like confirm if the image is actually real, if it's been used before, someone else owns it, etc. But you know, it's very limited to their engine, not the other engines, I think. Some new ones I didn't know about. You can use the OR operator, like in programming, like and or. I haven't used it yet, but I think you can have it like filter your results more specifically. And you can also search within the body, title, or URL, for example, of certain websites. So that's very interesting. You can also find a patent. Haven't used that either, which is pretty cool. And the last one, or let me mention some other ones first. Track packages, the time, weather, stock quotes, real time, your flight time. Find out where things are streaming, like Mr. Robot, the show, and it'll list all the major streaming websites you can use. You can create a Google alert actually to alert you of certain things that are that show up in the news or articles or whatever shows up on their engine, and you want to track something. Lastly, here's my contact information. You can hit me up on Irvin's Discord. You can search for Warren, or you can email me at throwawayyourpast@gmail.com. And if you would like a copy of my presentation, I can send you a copy, or I can post it somewhere. And also the last one is just question and the resources I got for this presentation. Yeah, thanks for having me for this talk. Yeah, thank you. Any questions or anything? No? Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Warren. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
So excited. In your browser, make your way over to wireshark.baycyber.net. Let me stick this into the chat. Wireshark.baycyber.net. You there? Yeah, yeah.
All one word?
Wireshark.basecyber.net. Once you are there, you're gonna need to sign up. So click that little sign up button. Make a name that you'll remember, only for today. Email, it does not matter at all. You could use a goofy email that doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. Username, definitely remember that. And password, remember that. Wireshark.basecyber.net. Once you've done all that, go ahead and sign in. And you'll be presented with something like this, which is where I need you all to be. Wireshark.basecyber.net. Make your account. Again, I don't care what email you use. As long as you remember your username and password and you're able to log in, you're in good shape. Everybody there?
Can you repeat what you said? Sorry. Can you repeat what you said earlier?
You go to that website,
Yep.
You make an account,
Yep.
You sign in.
Cool.
You should be seeing something similar to what I have.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, looking for the nodding heads? Cool. This is our homegrown platform. On this side, you need to join a team. I know what we have this on team status, but it doesn't matter. If you want to play with other people, you can tell them the username or the team name and password that you make. If you want to play this by yourself, you make your own team. So if you want to make a team, click on the gear. How do I get to this?
Yeah.
If you missed it, it's on the what is that, right-hand side?
Yeah, I see that.
Then click on the little gear. And you can make a team. Yeah, click on the little gear to make a team. If you are playing with somebody else, then one person needs to do that. The other person would click join team. It does not matter to me how you go about doing it, but I'm gonna make my own team because I want to. And I'm gonna make a password for myself. So yay, I made a team. Waiting for everybody to be at that, about the same spot.
We have a question. I logged in, but how do I get to see?
So this is on the right-hand side, this bar.
Oh, got it.
And like I said, either you are making a team for yourself or you're gonna be in a team with others. And if you're gonna do that, then share the team name and password, otherwise make one yourself. Again, waiting for the nodding heads and or the good to goes.
Still have an issue with Wireshark. Wireshark.
Help them out.
Yeah, help me out, because I want you to remember where you go again.
No, only sharp.
You need to click on this right here and either make a team or join a team. Ooh. Oh, beats me. It does not matter. You can be all by yourself. You can be in a team. Same difference. Once you have made a team, you are able to see the challenges. This CTF is built for all levels. So if you've been at Wireshark for a while and you just want to go for it, pick any of the categories. I want to stick in the beginner category. So I'll be presenting from that, but feel free to roam free and try all the others out. The other thing is no VNCs in front of you. Click connect. You will be greeted with a desktop. All the files you need are in the Wireshark CTF folder. That's right here on the desktop. So there's plenty of files to look around for. Don't worry about that one then. Troubleshooting. All right. We can fix permissions easy. Wireshark itself is under internet. So you have Wireshark there plus everything you need. All in the browser. Don't need to download anything. You didn't need to install Wireshark locally because it's all there. Makes life easier. So, like I said, click on a category that you'd like. It'll tell you what file to open. Find it, open it, answer the question, submit the flag in here. If you get stuck at any time, just ask away. Here's the first question from the beginner category in network analysis. There is, in the beginner category, there's stuff to read. In all the other categories, it's just the question itself. So yeah, for anybody who's starting completely new, the beginner category would be for you. This is not meant to be a actual contest where we're pitting each other and racing to the top. This is all learning. So feel free to work together. As I always say in all my classes, I don't care about that kind of stuff. So feel free to work together to solve. If you're stuck on a question, let me know. But I can very much showcase some of the beginner categories, unless you guys just want to hit the road and hit the questions on your own, go for it.
So maybe we can go just first one all together.
Sure. So this very first one in the beginner category, 1001.
Yeah.
The question at the bottom is the question for this. So it wants you to open Wireshark download slow.
Okay, I don't see where I should open it.
Right here, open HTTP Wireshark download slow. Yeah, so in that analysis, we'll just scroll all the way down to where to go. Wireshark download slow. There it is. So I double click this. Open with Wireshark. Use as the default, please. Ta-da. So the question here is, at what packet does the user request /download.html? So we look here and I see in packet number 10, a GET request for the home page. I can see that in Hypertext Transfer Protocol. There is the GET request for the home page. Well, if I'm looking, as the question is asking me, for the /download, the easiest thing that I can do with Wireshark is open up Hypertext Transfer Protocol, as you see here, open up the GET request, find the actual request method, right click that and say apply as a filter. That way, it shows me only the packets that are GET requests. Because there's 23,000 packets and I am not about to go through every single one. But I can apply as a filter selected. And instantly, I get all the GET requests. I just went from 23,000 to 74 in just that one click. So you can just scroll down and you'll find the GET request /download. That packet number on the left side, that number is the answer to that question. So I'll repeat that one more time. I have the first question in the beginner category. It has me open up Wireshark download slow.pcap. The question is, at what packet does the user request /download.html? I open up that file, but I am not about to look through 23,000 on my own. That would be very stupid. I'm going to find the first GET request that I see, which is asking for the home page. In the details pane, I have hypertext transfer protocol. I'm going to open that up. I have a GET request here. I'm going to open that up. And I'm going to go to the actual section that is the GET request. I'm going to right click that. And I'm going to apply it as a filter, because the only thing I want to answer the question is the packet number for the GET request to the download page. I don't need anything else. So I hit that. I instantly filter out of the 23,000 packets to just 74. Now it's just a matter of scrolling until I find download.html. And it is right there on that screen. We're looking at, the answer is in the number column. Leftmost.
Do you want to create a team or create a team? Let's go ahead and do that. Create a team. Okay, go right here.
So I will walk around and help anybody else who needs help. What do you need? So everything is happening in here.
That's where I thought. So it's your
This is talking about that. The two things that you need for that question are opening this file from there. Yeah, and where should you That's not a website. That's a file. So everything's in Wireshark CTF. And it's under net analysis. And you just scroll down till you find that specific file.
Okay.
So do what I did.
I filtered the HTML.
No. You want to go even better with that. You hit enter.
Here?
Yeah. To reset. We can close the question out of the way.
And that's the challenge. What we have to do, he was just showing us how they're. Okay. I messed up how they went.
Oh, well.
To the green screen. We could go together. Yeah, sure. So we have to open.
Oh, you have the wrong one.
Oh,
You have Wireshark download. It's Wireshark download slow.
Got it.
Wrong file.
Got it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
To open this.
Download slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, here.
We have to find it. Yeah, so just click X.
Oh, when you right click this.
No, for the Shannon one, for the.
Which river should we go? Okay, go to application. Because it should be.
And how long is it gonna be up?
And then right click.
Indefinitely, I restart it every now and then.
Oh, it's not automatic. Okay, open it.
Now
And
we
then
can
for the function. Then you'll see. You need to look for the ADB.
let's look at that. The challenge.
The instructions are here on this side. For that, you need to.
Always tells you.
On the side. This is the instruction.
Find it. Can you maybe
I wrote a filter just based on the get request itself. So that's not the actual get request, that's like the column for it. So open it. And there's the get request. That I would like to apply the filter.
Oh, I don't know.
And now you have all the get
Is that
requests.
is that a browser? Yeah, yeah.
Now it's just a matter of scrolling.
Oh, we can't press it. So we were looking, we got the challenge one.
Yeah,
So we copy this?
no. Well, that's the file you want to open, so you can move this out of the way for now.
This one?
Yeah. You can minimize Wireshark. Just right click on the bar itself. All the files are in here. Go to net analysis. And then find the HTTP download slow.
This is the
Yeah.
right one.
That's the right
and
one.
then
So I find the first get request.
Here,
Yes.
or, oh, this one, right?
That's the right packet. Now, open up.
I know, right?
And open up the get request. So now you see where it says request member get.
So
Yeah,
Yes.
this one.
So right click that and apply it as a filter. Select. That way, you just look at only all the get requests, and now just by scrolling, you'll find the one that is the answer to the question.
Okay.
And then again, it's the number.
It's the number.
Yeah,
Alright.
the number of the packet is the answer to the question.
Right, selection.
What was the number again? I know it had slow. Click it again so you can see. So the HTTP Wireshark download slow.
And this is
Once we get to the
where you're
download
gonna
slow.
look for it.
Shannon, I would say use chmod to change permissions.
Files are here, and then you can open it to Wireshark, so you can follow the
If you can't do that, let me know. I'll find a workaround.
Can you show me? This popped up.
Yeah. So just scroll all the way down, Wireshark, and say, you know what? Let's just be the default.
Now that we're there, back in. Okay, so we're there. So it says this is a trace spot. Client makes a TCP connection. Sharp.
So that's for download.
Only one of them is asking you to download that. The other ones are, these are all okay.
We're looking
The actual
for.
get request, where the download page.
So it's, we know it's against. We also know from this sentence.
Also, we have to find this.
Yeah, open that up. Oh, open that get Wireshark. Yeah. You want to dig in. So find the first packet that has a get request. Scroll down just a bit. I think it's like packet 9.
But it's like, because, I had a.
Sorry,
We
10.
need to look for this.
That.
Yeah.
See, yeah. Click on it. And then I dig into the protocol itself. Yep, double click it to open it. And dig into the get request itself. And now there's request method. So what I do is I right click that. And then I apply it as a filter. That way it shows me only get requests. And then it's just a matter of scrolling because it's easier to scroll through 74 than it is 20,000.
Right, so once I apply it.
Yeah, select. Success? Yes, overall? Success. Good, good, good.
So we need the packet.
Also, yeah, so they changed this. Now we have to look at the question again. What packet does the user?
Again, if you are already proficient and want to skip the beginner section and do other ones, go for it. I did see that permission issue, but I think with chmod, you can change that permission and you'll be good to go on any file.
How do we know if it's correct? How we
Because the
gonna-
bar turns green.
Okay, so let's find for that package again.
But you think the answer is there?
So we have
Yeah.
74.
So,
Yeah,
oh,
bar turned green.
there you go. Cool.
So now you move on to the next
Yes,
one.
we have to go to get download. So just find the download. It's just not down. Oh, right there.
Now, when you enter, right,
What
the
package
bar
is
at the
that one?
top that has
Is
the
that
name of the
429?
challenge, it turns green. And then you can move on to the
Number
next.
packet.
Double click on it.
Let's go back to the question and let's write the answer. It says flag.
This.
Calculator. This thing is its own calculator.
The packet will be 429.
Make it bigger.
Right there.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, there, there.
Flag.
That one.
For the package,
Look for.
For the answer,
yeah, do
it's
we,
just a number.
it's just no 429?
Yes,
Look for
So was it wasn't that one then?
yeah, it's
Is it-
429.
It's 429?
Yeah. So go back to the question. Now, are you looking at this or are you looking at the question? Go up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up.
You can click on
The bar turned green. You got it right.
So it's that number.
Yeah, that was the answer. So now you can close that question and open up the next one.
So then, can I just click on it?
Yeah.
All right, so then the next one.
Let's scroll up.
Scroll on.
There you go.
Okay, so it's kind of similar.
Uh-huh.
We have
You open up a different files. you open up stuff.
823, number 823.
So the one else is, let's scroll down. That is, the question is open VLAN general.
P capping. What VLAN is communication happening?
Let's go to the network analysis. So let's go back.
Go there.
The pictures.
Let's get out of there.
Cause I was like, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Well, that's what the beginner kind of was like.
Network analysis.
The other ones don't have that anymore.
Oh,
I don't think this is the one, so let's get out.
But again, this is not a race, right? This is not a race to see who's the best at it. This is just a learning experience. So that's why it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Still give you some motivation, right?
Yeah. See, greed is good.
Yeah, it is. If you don't know, the bathrooms are straight across.
Let's go back to the question.
So I think there's, well, last time I came, I think there was two, one for kids and one for adults.
That one
Unless they-
didn't say it was for
It didn't
kids.
say? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it didn't say.
Oh, okay.
I think I didn't click.
Oh, question.
I think that was for that event.
Maybe, yeah.
That last year.
Are we able to access this outside of?
Yeah, it just gets reset every now and then for another event. but Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I am watching the chat every now and then, folks who are online. So if you have a question, feel free to type it in there. Marco's also watching it. Yes.
Let's see if you have to still do the. Okay. And then we try to find it out. That's where we find it. And there, network analysis. Okay, and for challenge, challenges, there we go. Beginner, we did downgrade. And network analysis, we have to find yeah, let's find for this one. Richard, yeah, let's do this.
It's not showing up now. Yeah, have you find it? No, we already did find it, but we need to look for the
Land view.
the one that's highlighted.
This one.
It's just here, it's just here.
That's the only one
Just
that's
need to look.
here. Yeah, this is one. The questions, open VLAN in general. Mhm. Just close it. Just right click on it. See. Filter. Select it, let's see if we can find it. That's a bit tough. Get the instruction book. We have a question.
How long will our accounts persist after we log out? They will persist until I reset this game for another event.
Let's look at that. The questions are like, what VLAN is the communication happening on? So we need to find some communication on this. So frame one. Did we scroll down or you just scroll this
If you feel like using your local Wireshark over the browser instance, I put the link in the chat. It's in Chapel University. If you want to download the files, they range anything from a gig to 2 gigs, or I think this is the smallest one. But you can download these. All the package user files come, or package user PCAP files, the workbook 101, troubleshooting, and the big book. So you can click on the supplemental pages. For example, if I click on this guy, there is a supplement, 1.5 gigs to download. So these are all been pre-downloaded on that instance that you're using. But if you feel like you want to use your local Wireshark instead, that would be the way to go. So download those supplemental files and open it up locally. So you could do it either way.
Is there any way to find that without logging to the?
I just searched Wireshark books, and you find the Chapel University link.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's the place. So if you want to do it locally, you just have to download the files. If you want to just not download anything and use everything from your browser, it's all there for you.
All right. Well, let's see here. Let's get this question.
Either way, you use the same file to answer the questions. But you're not wrong.
So, virtual tab here, divided by 8. They need to look for that. It'll tell you that. So we did have this, we found it here. So we opened that part. I think that's not what this says. I click it in. Vacancy. Conversation filter.
Someone got the message to me for a copy of the meeting, but I just refer them to you.
Question that was in the board.
Oh, no, there's a meetup.
There you go.
Open the. Traffic.
Copy of the network.
Open the.
You need more info.
What
Yeah,
is
I'll check.
Okay. I send the ticket back to tier 1. Need more info.
We have a question.
Yeah.
We're trying to find.
Did you open up VLAN General?
That would be on this end here.
Yes. Yes, you did. Okay. So I showed you exactly where the answer is.
Just right click. Right click on this one. Just right click it.
Those green boxes are hiding the actual answer.
Apply as filter, right? Selected
For what?
for that one, or
Is that what what I wrote to do?
open the general.
So I didn't say to do that. I just said, look at frame 1, right? Look at 802.1q section, which is right there, the third.
Oh.
And that'll tell you, see those boxes? That's where the answer is lying.
Wow. Okay, so,
Sometimes you don't gotta overthink it.
okay. Okay, so we have this one, ID 0, ID 32, so packet 32. We got this part here. Let's see what we put in that. Block there. And oh, type. Oh, this is the one that's blocking. The 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Yeah. What's the question? So it's all of this? It would be 32.
Yes,
The package is 32. Yeah.
yes, you're right.
So we go to here and insert.
Yeah.
Sir, in checking the server and client round trip
Just
time,
completed. There you go. There you go.
That is which question?
2001.
Okay, the world is the word.
Ah, this one?
Wireshark tells you all packets in the trace file.
I'm looking at download bad.
Packets are in this trace file. Let's go back. Here.
HTTP, download bad.
And let's look for this YouTube. Yeah.
And I want to know the time between packets.
1 and 2.
Oh, what is the initial round trip time? Oh, that's easy. Packet 1 is the beginning of the capture, so it has all zeros. So how long did it take packet 2 to show up?
Oh, got it. So just the one below?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay. Thank
right. Sometimes don't overthink it.
Yeah.
The one that follows it though, 2002, is the same question, but asking packets 9 and 10.
Got it.
So you don't need to use a calculator because Wireshark does it for you. So for example, if you go to packet 2, let's say we wanted to know the difference in time between packets 2 and 3, you would right click packet number 2 and set time reference. So rather than busting out a calculator and doing what is 16,7,556 minus that, I can just set it as the time reference. And now we find that packet 3 happened that many milliseconds from packet 2. And when you're done, you can always right click and set, unset, and everything restores.
Let's check the URL.
Let's see, going back to the chat. I'm having trouble with 113. Where'd it go? (113). How many milliseconds did it take to download this file when the GET request was made in packet 561? I'm not sure how to tell when the packet finished downloading. That is download slow. Wireshark download slow. So first of all, we got to get to packet 561.
Here it is. So we have 2. I'll make sure we click the right one.
There it is.
YouTube 1. Easy.
Right, there is the request for that file. The easiest way that we can figure this out is by following the stream. That way we ignore everything else except this conversation. We have this pop-up of the stream itself. That's cute. But we can follow the same exact thing that I just did of right-clicking this and setting the time. And then scroll to the bottom and see how long it took at the end. Does that make sense, Eileen? Cool.
Rick, can you give me
Yeah, sure. Which question?
okay. This is a synthetic.
There's 2,000
This is all preset. What's
This
gonna come
one,
up in
2008?
here
Yeah.
or the actual
21.
working in-
Dorking and Wireshark.
And where's the file?
Here,
It's in the Wireshark CTF folder
20, 21.
under net analysis for
Okay,
that
so
question.
everything is gonna come under that, in that file.
Yes, for that question.
We're gonna get
I've got- I've got packet number
All right.
10,
Okay, great.
and I'll get that 200, okay.
All right, so we don't care about that. That's just talking about a response from a get request to this one. You make the get request, you get a 200, okay.
So
That's the
how do I-
response
how do
back.
I know to ignore that? I mean, to me, that's a question.
That's not the question. The question's out the box.
Okay, so. at what packet is it requesting? to download the HTML?
Yeah.
Would be 10.
Because on packet 10, it's requesting the homepage. See that they get and then just the backslash, that's the homepage.
This one,
Yeah.
okay.
But I'm using packet 10 as my jumping point. Since that is a valid get request, I can, you can close that.
Identify today's with time values. Open, isolate flow performance cost.
Because that packet is get request, and we are looking for a get request when the user's requesting download that HTML, we can filter by get request alone to get our answer.
Okay.
So the easiest way,
So filter, if you're gonna filter it, I would do it here, right?
you can, but you can also use Wireshark to make the filter checker.
HTTP download.
That's why I have everybody open up hypertext transfer protocol in the packet details pane.
Open this?
Yep.
That's what I just did, and got that. Just didn't come up.
So then open up the get request itself. And now there's request method. See that?
Okay, yeah.
So I would right click that
So.
and apply that as a filter.
Time from the server and client packets.
Select it. Select it.
And look what it says here.
So,
Time from
well,
let's
okay,
do that
well,
again.
packet one, packet two.
So right click the get request,
All that big number. Right there.
the actual request method,
1,
which
6,
is
7,
further down.
and you remember 5 to 1. All right, so we go
Yeah,
here.
that,
0. That's right.
and apply as a filter,
0.1,
select it.
6, 7.
There you go. Now you have just the get request, and now it's just a matter of scrolling until you see the one where the
Here,
through here. And now you can find the one that has downloaded HTML.
now, how can I sort for that? That would go in this bar. here, right?
You could if you wanted, or you could just scroll down. You only have 74 to look through, which is way better than looking at the 23,000.
Here.
Why does it show the HTTP OK packet in the conversation? Wait, poorly worded. I'll ask again later. Okay.
Okay, so we go back here and then look to the HTTP.
We call it slow bump.
That's what it said. That's what it called us. All right. Okay, slow load. Go there, open that. Open with. And they wanted the time difference between the get and the act. So we need to get, we need to get, find the get, so it's find it. Let's scroll down to get. Right, and you got get home, and what's this asking for time?
Yeah,
Time from,
to get to the act. Here's the get, here's the act. Exactly 3 points.
Yeah, so I
put
that's what it looks like. So some kind of math we have to do or what? No, but we can see it. Once you pull it out, that's what. That was me. It's like we could see it, but let's see.
Yes.
Start data transfer packet 9 and 10. Yes, between 9 and 10. Okay, so open. What is the server delay between the server and first client and start of data transfer packet 9 10? So
Somehow they guess what number.
9 and 10, and then 8 is get. What's the time? That's, oh yeah, that's because you see that it's a big gap. I mean, that's
The difference.
the difference is longer. It's from 3 to 7.
The TCP land.
So is it gonna be this number?
I think so. I don't know if math and what's that difference. Time difference. Let's try.
From the other side.
Incorrect. It must be the difference between these two. Yeah, I think we have.
Maybe there are, so is there MSS as a field?
MSS as a field, yeah. There's a field for everything.
It's 9 and 10.
Let me see from the back end what it's looking for.
Subtract this from that.
Yeah, that's interesting. Is there any math involved for a number? No? Is there any math involved to figure out the time?
Wireshark can do time for you. Can do time math. So
Because we have one time it starts and then time it ends.
Yes.
We need the difference.
yes,
Okay, so we have
Wireshark does that for you.
to do it for us,
Does it for you.
but we need to input.
So here, that's what I showed earlier.
Okay.
I'm just gonna open up this one just for kicks and giggles. If I wanted to see the difference between 2 and 3,
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna bust out a calculator.
Okay.
This thing can do it for you. Just right click on the packet you want
Uh-huh.
and set it as the time reference.
Ah,
Immediately, it tells you how many seconds packet 3 came from packet 2.
oh, okay.
This is witchcraft.
That you're learning how to do. So,
I'm a wizard now. Go to 9. Right click.
what question was that? What number was it?
Right click on it.
2006.
Random number.
Oh, okay.
You're right clicking? No, you're not right clicking.
I hope not.
That's the time responding.
What's not responding? The Oh, this is okay.
The environment froze.
Oh, okay.
Too many people. It's overflow. Well, good thing is you can get the questions. You can still get to the questions, and the files you can get them from Wireshark, from the Wireshark book site. But good to know, because this is actually the first time I'm trying this system with 20 plus 24 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, whatever that number is, 30, 40 people.
There's no error code.
And then click on this one.
Now memory just hit 100%.
So it changed.
That's all.
The answer.
You know,
4.4.
nothing.
Okay, so then we come over here.
Good to know.
Which is a good test for you, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I actually do want to take this platform to DEF CON. So this is a good test to see, a good stress test. and go, okay, it needs more RAM.
And then what is it?
Got to download more RAM.
Actually, I download more around.com.
Right? Yes.
So there you have your attention really quick. So I forgot to mention it on my introduction, but so we have we're partnered with the Dark Art Village at RSA. So we are gonna be at RSA and we're gonna be doing training. So if you have a talk, I think do we don't have any slots available for in person, right?
Oh, no, we have plenty of slots for in person.
In person?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
How
got plenty
about
of
online?
slots. We have some on June 8th. If you want to submit a virtual talk, like a pre-recorded talk, let us know.
Yeah.
If you want to speak in person, we have 30-minute slots, a bunch of them that needs filling. So if you have a topic that you want to present at RSA at the Dark Arts Village, let us know.
Yeah.
The sooner the better, actually.
Two questions.
Sure.
Is there a link for that, and is the training free?
You get a pass to RSA. So
So if you're
yes,
doing it in person, okay. So first question, what was the first question?
Is there a link?
Is there a link? No,
hi, you got, the link is right here.
I'm
It's
the
two
link.
physical links. So yes.
Email me if you guys are interested in helping or presenting yourself. So
Presenting better.
Let me put it this way. This is a way for you to promote yourself. So because I'm not sure, but I think you can eventually send us a bio and a picture and they will post. You basically will have your name in the RSA page, right? Okay, so, but don't quote me on that. That's what we're hoping it's gonna happen. So to answer your question, there is no link to sign up. The link is sending him or me an email, and we will, we will put it in there. For the online talks, obviously it's gonna be pre-recorded. What we ask is whenever we put in the time frame that we put you in, be available for questions and answers. So even though you're not gonna be talking like live, but people are gonna have questions. And then you potentially can, I don't know how that's actually gonna work, potentially can speak, for the questions or just type the questions.
I think it's gonna be typed.
I think it's gonna,
Yeah.
yeah, type.
To live response.
If you are helping us in person, you're going to get a RSA pass. And I mean, what else you want? RSA is getting, I don't think they're doing the passes like they used to anymore. They're getting more like cheap and cheap. So,
They changed it yesterday.
oh yeah?
Yeah, they didn't have a free pass for expos and now they do.
Oh, they do, okay.
Yeah, but you have to sign up early to get it.
Okay, well, here you go.
Well, here's another way around.
They're
Yeah. So you can always, if you know someone who already works with a vendor or just Google online, like RSA free pass, you'll find a lot of companies sponsoring them, but there's always a cap, right? So if you sign up for like the first 100 or something, whatever, that's how you get in. But with us, our pass is a little bit different. So it will get you, I think it's not just the basic, it's a little bit like from the levels. So you'll get something in return for sure, for just helping, and the reason why, so let me talk about the Dark Art Village.
Can we get one for just being a nice guy?
Nah.
So the Dark Art, so villages actually in RSA are called sandboxes. So the way you're gonna find this is under sandboxes. So if you go RSA, look for under, do you have it online or no?
The what?
Oh, never mind.
The Dark Arts Village?
Yeah, if you want to just go to
Is
the
it Dark
RSA
Arts?
page.
Oh,
Go to- You can, yeah, there you go. Yep, yeah, that one. The first one. There you go.
we're so dark. Even the background's dark.
Yeah, here you go. Actually match. So, those are the sandboxes that are going to be in there now. Villages, usually you find them at DEF CON or RSA or B-sides or something like that. But in RSA, they call it sandboxes. But Dark Arts it's a village that it's actually participates in Black Hat and DEF CON, right? So I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so RSA this year, or because the newer CISOs are more technical than the previous ones. They want to see more of the hands-on technical things, right? So this year, RSA is giving us the opportunity to make this RSA more technical, not just selling you a bunch of equipment and hopefully you'll configure them right so you prevent all the breaches. This year, we're actually going to teach you how to use some of these tools, right? So here's your opportunity to get yourself out there.
Is this gonna be virtual or is it also?
In person
In person,
In,
both.
what, we're at?
at the Moscone Center in SF.
San Francisco. So scroll up, I think.
Do they have the whole thing this year?
It's like $2,000.
Right.
But if you speak and volunteer at the Dark Arts Village, you don't have to pay.
Now-
We volunteer not speak.
No, you gotta
Unfortunately
speak.
not. So,
Okay.
That's a $2,000 pass. Come on now.
so
Make it
if you
something.
actually click on compare passes because,
Yeah.
so the basic pass, so here, I'm telling you this, so the basic pass, if you get it from a vendor or something like that, you will not be able to attend the, so actually scroll down, because that's where it's gonna tell you. Sandbox is there. So now scroll up. So the, more, the expo and the digital will not give you,
That's
The sandbox, yeah.
sandboxes
It's,
access. So you
it's,
have to pay now $350 just to get in there and visit us, because there are gonna be people in there checking the badges and say, oh, you don't have the color, so you don't belong here, right? So,
Well, you can get it with Expert Plus.
yes, right. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's
Is
what
you
I'm saying.
can't get it with Expo or digital.
Plus, but you have to pay at least $325 right now.
Yeah.
Until May
Yes.
6th, and then it's gonna increase. If you want a full conference, that means you're gonna be able to look.
Everywhere.
Basically go everywhere,
Yeah.
right? So yeah,
So if you need help with a topic idea that you want to present, let us know.
No,
But like I
they're
said-
Showing the expo is $50.
now the X was $50, so.
It's going up.
But
going up.
yesterday I got an email saying it was free. If you sign up by a certain date.
Oh,
Right.
what's that email?
Let's see
Yeah.
if I have it.
So,
Expo in and of itself is
Now,
great
let-
if you want to go t-shirt shopping.
yes, so, if you never attended RSA, let me, oh, actually, let's start there. How many have attended RSA? So not that, half and half. For the ones that have not attended RSA, this conference is one of the biggest in the world, but it's meant for executives who are actually budgeting for, how much I'm gonna give you to buy your toys, security. So it's a combination of both, but it's meant for those executives who are gonna be signing up those checks. All the
In the past, it's filled Moscone Center, all four.
Right.
sections.
Yeah, so they,
That's big.
yes, so they have over 2,000 vendors. So that's when he said, t-shirt shopping, it's not really shopping because you go, every single booth that you go in, they try to talk to you for like 5 minutes and then you get a free t-shirt, right? So by the end of the day or the 3 or 4 days that you attend, you'll get like bags of t-shirts. So actually, all the t-shirts that I personally use are t-shirts from RSA. And that's, I've been accumulating for the last 5 years. So yeah, I'll have to wear, t-shirt. So it's good. Also, if you're interested in how a product works, they have their demo section. Each company shows you a demo of whatever product. So let's say, like Wireshark, for example, it's a free tool, right? But there's also other commercial ones that, they literally do the work for you. You just have to literally like check boxes and gives you all that. There's, tools out there, but they cost, right? So if you're interested in packet analysis with using those type of tools, then, look at the list, see which company is that, and, reserve some time for yourself to go there, right? So what you're not gonna see is the technical aspect of things. You're not gonna learn something new although you're gonna learn how a product is used. So it's just gonna learn how a vendor works from a product perspective, but not really from the basics of like cybersecurity and stuff like that. But that paints you the big picture when eventually you become a security analyst or a CISO or whatever the case is, to see what you're getting into, right? You know, how many technologies out there, and then also how many of those companies are actually worth to buy, right? Not all of them, you know, fortunately, I mean, that's the game, right? Some of them are very cheap. Some of them are cheap and good. Some of them are really good and very expensive. So that's when you start like thinking yourself, almost like as a homework, you know, if I have a budget of $100,000, how much can I get? You know, how much can I buy to secure my environment? And that's where you use RSA to go and look what's out there and just kind of like do it as a homework, you know, okay, I'm gonna give 20,000 to this company, you know, 50 to this company, and 30 to this other company. That's it. You know, you spend 100,000 in 3 products, which 100,000 it's actually, you know, probably half of 1 product, but I'm just giving you as an example. But anyways, the information is out there. If you want to attend for free, I suggest to Google Expo passes, but that's gonna give you, so scroll down on this one. It's not really gonna give you much, right? So the $51 one, that's just gonna give you whatever is on this one, right? If you want to attend the sandboxes, which that's where we are going to be, then you have to get the $300 one, the $325 one. We have to pay right now or until May 26th. Otherwise, it's going to go up to like 500, 700, and stuff like that. Same thing with full conference. I mean, if your company can pay you, you know, might as well, you know. But if you don't, then, you know, find a way to do it. You have a question?
No, sure.
Correct.
Yeah, well, you mentioned that it's more of an executives and a press holders conference. So what kind of audience do you get at the sandbox sessions? What kind of target audience are you trying to educate there?
So again, the previous sandboxes were go back to the other sandboxes. You just have to go back there. So like for example, the and they change every year, right? But they try to be more of
Try to be more hands-on. now.
hands-on, technical. So like, you know, executives can see you know, what their analysts are actually doing, right? So it's almost like coming here and learn something that is hands-on. So now try to explain to your boss, right? You know, oh, I went to this weekend, I went to Pacific Hackers and learned this. Okay. He's just gonna listen to it like, okay, that sounds fun, but how can I see it? Well, either he comes here to learn about it, or he goes and pay, you know, big bucks to RSA and basically learn the same things. You know, obviously the talks there are gonna be more like a little bit more advanced, you know, intermediate to advanced, but it's because this is the first year we're doing it. We're trying to make it of, so executives can see the real, like almost when I mentioned about the Conti leaks, you know, they didn't believe that these organizations like criminals exist. Oh, we're just making this up, you know, Conti or, you know, Anonymous or others, you know, they're just a bunch of, you know, like us, you know, just getting together and hack for fun. No, these are organizations who are actually doing, you know, to do harm. So, but, you know, they show proof. So this is a proof to them that, oh, I really need to spend my money because if I'm in the IoT, you know, field, well, here's the sandbox for just for IoT devices, right? Aerospace, if you enter the aerospace industry, well, what do you need to learn about aerospace so I can put my money into it? So if you look in every single one of them, they are targeted for a specific one. Ours, the dark arts, it's general, you know, here's an exploit. This is how an exploit looks. This is how you can potentially your company get harmed, you know, and stuff like that. This is, if you don't invest in this right now we're showing you like a proof of concept so you can actually go back to the floor talk to whatever vendor is selling that particular item so you can secure your environment, right? So that's the whole purpose. So this year, that's why they're trying to make it more technical. So then the past CISOs who don't have any technical background can learn about it. And the current CISOs or the newer CISOs that are getting more technical can actually have fun and learn something new, right? So it's a combination of both. So any other questions? So yeah, if you're interested, actually, I'll put it on the chat, but otherwise, Marco@pacifichackers.org or Irvin@pacifichackers.org. Send us a email and say, I have a potential talk. What do you think? I will say right now, it's a good time to submit your talk because we have a lot of open slots, but towards the end, like late May, probably we're gonna be putting things on people on waiting list because, it's gonna be full by then.
So you could actually coach us through
Yes.
what we'd be saying.
Oh, yeah.
How to present it.
Yeah, well, we're not throwing you on the deep end and going good luck.
Okay.
No, we're just saying this is a great moment. This is a great opportunity to get your face in front of people, to talk to tech.
Yeah.
And yes, of course, we're going to help you through. We just need to know who's interested and help you through what you're going to talk about and get the slots all filled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now, what we're doing is we're putting, so it's actually, we haven't really decided, or the person who we're working with, we have not really decided on the topic, on the details per se, but what we're doing is right now we're putting everybody like on a list, and we're gonna say, oh, this person is talking about this. By then, if there is a talk that it has more relevance to what we're doing, we might have to like obviously cancel and stuff like that. But it's better if you put your name now because we can say, well, all these people already like put their name out there like 2 or 3 months in advance. It's not gonna be fair for them to kick them out. I mean, unless, like I said, your talk is not really like suitable for what we're trying to do or anything like that, then we might have to talk about it. But honestly, I don't think that's gonna be the case.
Yeah.
And
I think you're fine.
we're trying to give the opportunity to everyone, to give a talk, right? So, so they can get yourself out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a few questions.
Sure.
How like detailed the talk has to be like compared to like what I did today?
It would need to be more detailed.
How long would the talk?
How long? 30 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't now, like I'm doing a few talks and they're going to be hands-on stuff. So I'm not really talking for 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's more like
2
talking
hours.
for a bit and then letting people work, talking for a bit, letting people work type of thing. Yeah.
How truthful do we have to be on the RSA conference registration? Because I just got it for that.
So when you go and pick up your badge, you have to check, they will check your ID.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you put a fake name, that's not gonna work.
Oh,
Right.
well, I put my real name. I just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean-
have a company and everything. I put,
Right. Oh, yeah, for the company, you can
That's
put
fine.
a student,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
Actually,
fine.
they have a Expo Pass for students. So search for that. So if you qualify as a student, hey, might as well. Because you can get the full conference for like less than half, or
Okay.
more like 75% off or something. So that's another way to get in,
Well,
with full
I
conference.
found how to get the Expo Pass for free.
There you go. Cool.
I don't know what it includes.
The Expo Pass is just the expo.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing that we were showing earlier.
Yeah, that one.
It's just this one right here.
Oh, okay.
You just get to walk around and do shirt shopping.
But you can learn from the vendors. It helps you understand the market.
Yeah.
See, if you give a talk, you could throw that in your next interview.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
the hiring manager would say, hey, you're
Yes.
looking at us, RSA.
Yeah.
Yup.
Good.
Yeah.
That's why we've been saying that more than just get an Expo Pass.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah.
it helps you career wise.
Yeah, and actually, we have few successful stories from this group, and actually, I'm one of them. So when I was starting, just like him, for example, he gave his first talk. I gave my first talk, and my manager was in the audience. And my presentation was my interview basically, because he didn't have to, I didn't have to explain him what I did or what I know, because I already showed him on the screen, right? Or on the presentation. And he needed a person for that specific presentation. He wanted a person to help him. So after the presentation, I talked to him for like an hour, and that was on a Sunday. We used to have them on these meetups on a Sunday, and by Friday I was hired. And I didn't have to go through the HR process and this and that, not even a resume. That was it. I was a resume. I was here, talking. So places like this, so not just for RSA, but in the future, I know we already have some like our schedule booked for this year, but if you have something you want to have like a 15-minute talk just like his, if you're interested, please let me know. Jonathan here, for example, it was actually another successful story, because he was working for a vendor. He got laid off, and then but he's been here since like pretty much all the time in Pacific Hackers. So I reached out to one of my former employers, and I said, hey, I have this guy, he's really good at it, can you please give him a chance? And they did. And now, he's after what, 5-6 months of unemployment.
Yeah, 5 months.
Yeah. So now he's working, right? And so yeah,
We have success stories.
yeah, we do have success stories for sure. Yeah, and just like his or mine, there's others as well who actually it was like more of a word of mouth, and that's with the non-profit organization too. That's what we're trying to accomplish. That companies, instead of going through like HR or like recruiting places, especially for security, obviously, they can just come to us and say, hey, do you have someone who knows application security or web application pen testing or packet capture or something along the line? If you participate in this type of things and you get your points out there, we can say, yeah, I remember John. He wasn't one of our CTFs. He understood the concepts. He went up, and here you go. Here is a proof. And yeah, we can always recommend you. And that's again, that's what we're trying to accomplish with the nonprofit, that they can come to us directly instead of using other methods. So yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
A few questions.
Yeah, of course.
What is your name? I came in late. I didn't get-
Oh
Marco.
yeah, Marco.
Marco, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
The other question is, how many slots are available, or you guys are looking for talks?
For RSA, we have plenty.
Okay.
So right now we have plenty.
And then my last question would be, what was your talk? I got you looking on.
It was how to create a secure operations center.
Do you have that?
Yeah, a sock.
At the
The one
time,
you
I
shoot?
was working on a secure operations center, and honestly, my talk was the simple stock of everything, because I show what a SOC was. Even now, that was like SOC is. Here are the equipment that you need in order to, secure or come up with a SOC, and that was it. That was it, because my manager wanted me to. He wanted to create a SOC. He didn't even know where to start. And say, well, at least this guy, he might not be as. And I have to say, at the time, I was not as experienced. I was only like probably 2 years in the industry. I didn't have any real experience other than the current job I was doing. But at least he showed that I wanted to learn, and I have familiarity on the topic, like because I was already working in a SOC. So I created the SOC for the company that I work now. I'm not doing SOC work anymore in-house. I do it more for customers. But yeah, I mean, same thing.
It is 3 o'clock. And we said that was our stop time.
Yeah.
So I will stop the recording. Yes.